We're in the main screening room of the Pele, and we've managed to track down the youngest British director of all time. His name's James Rogan, and I think he's 19 years old. He's just finished his first feature film called Dead Bob Dead, which is actually screening today for the very first time. He's a little bit late, but we'll keep waiting. Apparently he's quite short. James Rogan.
Yeah.
Hi, Inga, from that film show. Hi, how are you? Are you a bit nervous? It's your first screening today, isn't it?
I'm very nervous. Yeah.
So how does it feel to be the youngest British director?
Well, I don't know how it feels, but it certainly seems to make quite an impression on everyone else.
Really? Have you been received and the film received since you've been here?
Well, it's been wonderful. Everyone's been very interested, and everyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
And it's just a question of how the screening goes.
And when they see you, I mean, because you look great, you look a bit young, but how are you dealing with this kind of thing?
Well,
I mean, you know, are people...
I think the best thing is just to smile and take advantage of it personally. I mean, most people are quite surprised, but it adds an element of curiosity to see whether I have actually made a feature film.
Finished your film how long ago?
We finished it completely in March, but we finished shooting in April last year.
Okay, and how did you actually get it this far?
Well, we met, the producers took out a showreel and a rough cut to Cannes last year, and we met a distribution company who are now manning the door, who are selling it worldwide for us.
Where are we going anyway?
Hell.
Don't say that. Why did you say that? Why is it when you ask that question the normal response is hell, like you said, or nowhere? Where are we going? Hell. Where are we going? Nowhere. Except this time we are in fact going nowhere, but you said hell nonetheless.
You've obviously been meeting some bigwigs, have you?
I've been meeting some bigwigs, yes.
And tell me, how do you compose yourself? I mean, don't you feel intimidated sometimes speaking to Harvey Weinstein or whoever? How do you pitch it to me, like I'm Harvey or whoever?
Well, if I met Harvey, which I have done once, I think the best thing is to smile and look pretty and hope he's interested in you enough to see your film. It's very hard to speak to these people, but what I find is best is to try and find something other than film to speak about so that you can actually relate on some other level before you start.
So, hey Harvey, do you have poodles as well? Oh, I've got a whole bunch back of mine. Or what's been a good, what's worked for you so far?
A good one was I chatted to a very big distributor yesterday about his daughter's taste in music, particularly the Spice Girls.
I'm not talking about myself.
Some people want to, they say, you look interesting, tell me about your movie, and they want to know very quickly, because very quick can, all the business is done like that. But some people don't want to speak about films because they've obviously been speaking about films for 16 hours a day. Nobody has any sleep, so you have to be very, very sharp. I would say that it's one of the most interesting dramas and thrillers that you'll see. Starring Neil Stuke, James Lawrence and Aaron Bakari, and it's all about what happens when a gang raid goes wrong. What people don't realize when they see all these filmmakers coming to Cannes and walking up the red carpet is that they've all fought tooth and nail to make these films. It's not an easy thing, and you have to have a lot of help. I made this movie with my best mate, and we worked really hard together on it, and it was, without that kind of backup, it becomes very difficult. And my respect goes out to anyone who can make movies, just full stop.